And the woman was the last to be created by God. So God will spend time on man. So that is why the way a man behaves is not the way a woman behaves. The superstructure of a woman is different from the superstructure of a man. Watch a woman, the way a woman spends the time on making calls is not the way a man responds. A man takes short time to make call, a woman takes a longer time to make call. A man takes short time to take bath, a woman takes a longer time to take bath. A man takes short time to take care of himself, a woman takes a very long time to take care of herself. So these are some of the natures of women and natures of men that you must be careful of. I'm Dr. Nwaclerk, ihuoma. I am here today to discuss with you on an important issue that has to do with your family and your home. I want to talk about managing frustration in marriage, managing frustration in your home. Very many times, a lot of people, husbands and wives, are so frustrated in their marriage relationship. 5, 6, 7, 8 out of every 10 marriages today, people are living in frustration. People are dying of heart attack. People are running mad. People are entering into difficult conditions. People are suffering from psychosomatic diseases as a result of frustration. People are depressed as a result of frustration in their marriage, in their family relationship. People's healths are breaking down here and there as a result of frustration in their marriage, what they are going through. Many are dying silently. Many have nobody to confide in, and they are dying silently. Some even die physical death. And that is why I have this issue to discuss with you today. How you can manage frustration when it arises in your marriage, so that you can live well and enjoy your marriage. But permit me to talk about some of the things that cause this frustration in marriage before I talk about how to manage it. One of the things that causes frustration in marriage is men expectation does not agree with reality. Expectation does not agree with the reality. What you were expecting in your marriage relationship, what you were expecting to happen, the joy, the fantasies, the pleasure you were expecting that you will enjoy in your relationship. And now when you get into that marriage relationship, you now discover that those things are mirage. They are not there. They have disappeared. You cannot have, the expectation will not come to pass. One of the things that will immediately happen is frustration will set in. One becomes depressed because expectation did not correspond with reality. Also, when you are entering into relationship with great expectation, this great expectation you are having, you never did anything to cause it to happen, to realize it. You just felt that marriage is that as you go in, things will begin to happen by themselves. No. People work out joys of marriage. People work out pleasures of marriage. It does not happen. People work it out. So when people fail to work out the joys of marriage, the pleasures of marriage, they are bound to be frustrated. When people can no longer make room for their spouse errors, your husband, your wife has her mistakes. Your husband is a weak vessel. The wife is a weaker vessel. Each and every one of them has something to do with weakness. So if you cannot make room for that weakness, you are expecting a perfect man, a perfect woman, and you get in there to discover that what you saw at the time of courtship was mere deception. Everybody was managing himself, packaging him or herself. Everybody was trying to hide something. But now when you enter into marriage relationship, their characters, their attitude, their behaviors will start showing. And your inability to manage this, to create room for these lapses that must surely come, frustration is bound to set in. Therefore, you must manage situations as they are coming. Another thing that causes frustration is inability to manage your attitude. Many people, husbands, wives, have attitudinal problems. Their temper, they can't manage their temper. They can't manage their temper. They can't manage their emotions. They allow their temper to run, control them. They allow their emotions to flow just like that. They have problems. Don't always expect your will to be done in relationship. Marriage is give and take. You lose some, you win some. But when you are insisting on winning all the time, that's why you cry, that's why you whine, that's why you weep, that's why you fight, that's why you do a lot of things in order to win the case. And if you fail to win, if you have your match, while you cry, your husband cries, the woman is crying, the man is crying, if you have your match, you are bound to be frustrated. For you to be winning every day, it is not good for you, for your relationship. So you have to concede. There are times to concede defeat, even in argument. And if you are not conceding, you are bound to have a problem. Also, don't expect marriage to be all through joy. Be willing to make sacrifices. Be willing to suffer some certain pains to make sure that the peace of the family is achieved. Be willing to adjust to make sure the joy of the family is achieved. Make sacrifices. Sometimes you make deliberately you make sacrifice just for the peace of the marriage, just for the peace of the home. And God will help you as you do this. Now permit me again to talk about how you can now manage your frustration.